You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You are so. Let me stop saying. Ooh, it's a nice sunny day. As soon as I stick my bald head, I got a bald head. I wonder what happened to that dude. I'm Tyrone, and I'm coming to fuck your wife. I wonder what happened to those guys. They probably ran across the wrong motherfucker and got shot. Okay, but anyway, I'm about to go outside to see if I can play basketball. When the temperature's like 50 degrees, I have to practice my hook shots. For 3 years, I've been practicing my hook shots, and they be going in. Okay, I don't miss like 10 in a row. Sometimes I make 2 to 3 in a row. Sometimes I make 5 in a row. Okay, it happens. Okay, but let's get on with the subject now here. I want you guys to understand that to me, alpha means simple wavelengths of terminologies, keeping the thing simple. But you can go to the extreme with it. Okay, like a lot of crackers and Milanos and people with better memories, okay, who are built that way, tend to use bigger words for small things. Okay, why do people do this? Can someone answer me why people make bigger words for small, little, tiny things, microscopic things? Like I use big words sometimes, and my Bangladeshi people ask me, why do people use bigger words? I said, because it's a God complex. They think they're better than you. You know, there are people with better memories. They can do better things. Like there are gamers who can do combinations 100. They have the trained mindset. They're born that way. They're savants. Okay? And usually when someone criticizes or ridicules someone who uses simple words, they're not taking into account that they were just born different. So this is why there have to be different ways of learning. I'd rather learn the simplified way. Like when I see something like a bug, I'll give you a great example. White folks do this a lot. I call it the God complex. The God complex, they think they're better than everyone else, so they have a right to create bigger words. Like, I'll give you an example here. I was having this argument with someone the other day, and I said that can't you let me give you a little complex word here. Let me see. Hold on, I can't really think of it. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to look for a good word that you can use. Okay, here it is. Britannica. Okay, Britannica. Okay, it looks like it's a word from Britain. Okay, Smithsonian. Okay, I don't think those words are not those. Those are intermediate words. I can remember those words. But let me just think about it like this. Could there be another word in replace of another word? Sure. Yes, you can. And I had this debate with people who like to use bigger words. I said that, why won't you just use, the general public doesn't know that word. Why use that word when you can use this word? Why can't you just use the word more complex or sophisticated? Even the word sophisticated, I know how to spell that word, is something that most people don't use. And then they'll say, oh, you think you're a geek or some shit like that. I said, I didn't mean to. I just practice, I don't mean to. To blow your mind with bigger words. Most people don't know what those bigger words are, especially in third world countries. They just don't know what those words is. Psychologicals, technicalities. They don't know what those things are. But I tell them all of the time, because I teach English. Okay, I teach it in a dynamic sense, and I teach the Bangladeshi to keep it simple in a dynamic way. Make it fun. Make it entertainment. You don't have to worry about if a word is a vowel or you don't have to worry about if a word is a verb or a noun unless you're teaching English and you want to teach the hard side of English. There's an easy side and then there's a good side or a complex side. And it takes more memory and more studying to understand and comprehend the definitions of words. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Okay, what is a cat? A cat is a noun. The word most is a verb. Okay, some is a verb. Now, I don't give two flying fucks about what an adjective is and a compound and whatever it is like that. But I know what I have to understand. I know what I have to work. It's a syllable. If I say a syllable, okay, right? That means it's a word broken down, okay? sounds, okay? An acronym. I know those things. But a lot of people don't know those things, okay? But I can still consider it a form of a God complex. There are easier ways of saying a word. Like scientifically, sometimes they'll have microfobial, okay? Some shit with some long-ass word. Like, I'm talking about a really long word, which is not necessary. Have you seen those words? Like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Do you know what that means? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Do you know what that means? And I said, that's something exciting, okay, right? So I'm like, why say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious then? Why? That's from Mary Poppins, right? Why? Why say it? Because it's a form of God complex. They want to put that word out there to see how many people, like the Riddler. You know how the Riddler in Batman, there's a lot of crazy criminals out there who are like the Zodiac Killer and shit like that, who don't like small-minded people, who can't think beyond fourth grade level or even second grade level. They get upset that they exist, but they fail to understand that there are people with low abilities and have higher traits than they do. Like, for example, like there's some guys, a lot of blacks, okay, I'm not talking about all blacks, okay, tend to gravitate towards non-education, okay? But I'm mixed with German in my blood. I'm mixed with Italian in my blood, okay? I am Negroid, but I can see the difference between two sides. The more Negro someone is, the more they're not interested in education. Just like females versus males. So you know how a lot of females don't like playing video games because they're too hard. Okay, you get what I'm saying? But it's not really like I'm better than you. I just born differently, and you just have to respect it. Respect it. Sometimes there are people who just can't read past the first grade level, and they'll probably be more autistic or retarded. Okay, but do you make fun of them? No, you shouldn't do that because they were born that way. So, in short, okay, those people who care to exterminate those who only read not past the first grade level, it's pathetic. Okay, that's all I need to say. It's called a God complex. I call it a God complex. I understand that you have a better memory. I understand, you say that. But you don't need to use those big words. Okay? And I try to tell them, okay, if you keep it simple, everybody can understand it. English is the universal language in this world, okay, as supreme, as number one, okay, right? And even English have different variations of speaking. People talk, and they speak English in their own way. But I can understand. Them. Because if you go to another language, that's an alien language. That's an older language, as a matter of fact. The most supreme language right now is English, most international. So, please understand why those guys create those bigger words. Because they want to feel important. They want to feel important. They want to find people like themselves. Or maybe they're doing it because, some other reason. Okay, so don't be mad at them, and you shouldn't be mad at those who can't read past the first grade level, because they could have a talent that you don't have. Or they can think of some idea. And a lot of times, okay, a lot of geniuses they get their ideas from lower people who can't even read past the second grade level, okay? So they steal their ideas and try to take their ideas, and it does happen in society. Yes, it does. So let's say I come up with an idea. The smart guys, the hackers, will say, oh, this motherfucker came up with an idea. We're going to make some money off of it, okay? The oligarchies take advantage of this. They lock you off. That's what they're doing to me right now, because my shit is unique. It's eccentric. It's different, okay? But that's why I say don't always talk about your plans and shit everywhere you go, okay? You try to keep it, I'm not getting at the media. I know I get a lot of views, but I don't get a lot of views. If you see the number, you look at the counter and say, this guy should be getting a lot of views. I say, I understand that. I ain't even worry about that. But whoever it gets to, fine. I believe it's getting 2000s. I ain't worried about it. I used to have a MySpace, and I got so many I flooded so much. I had so much attention, so much business on there. No longer is there no more. Because that's when I was doing my little business with my fetish Gigolo, and I was showing myself naked, and I had a little business page up there. But you got to pay for everything. You on Facebook, you got to pay for everything, dog. They control your viewers. They control the servers now. There's so many people on social networking and Facebook. But other than that, that's all I really wanted to say about those individuals who create bigger words. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? They don't need to create those big words. They're doing it because they need the attention and validation, and they want to seek out other people who are like themselves. That's all I really want to say. Hope you learned something. Or it could be another reason. Peace.